not getting supply because it's all going down to a big publisher says if it doesn't sell 5 million units, or I don't think it can sell 5 million units. I don't even want to know about it. So you lose out things like the more strategic, the more adult, things like click and point adventures, like Tim's doing with his Broken Age. A lot of real time strategy stuff. What we're doing to Space Sims. I mean, all those things I think have like real audiences, like core gamers that love to play them, but they sort of feel left out. And I think that's what crowdfunding helps do is sort of let people get the games made that they want to play, and they don't have to get given the same thing that everybody has to have, which is the couple of big AAA event console blockbusters, which are cool too, and I play them too. But I want a bit of variety, right? So, and I think that's great. And I have to say, by the way, I think I told you when I went to the tournament, I think Brian, but the Wasteland 2, the first little the gameplay demo was awesome. It looked really great.
Yeah.
And,
Thanks. Yeah, no, we've been we've been vetting our stuff the whole time, and the feedback's been great. I mean, we're really just very much trying to stay in the zone with exactly what people are expecting us to make, and what we've communicated in our vision, and so far it's been everything's been in sync. It's been great. We just did an update yesterday. We showed it in a screenshot, showed some of the swag, and people like that. So we're in the zone. And again, I can't imagine back however many years ago where you just work on a game. You'd only have your own QA department. Maybe you look at it and then you put it out and hope to God you nailed it, right? And so having this feedback, there'll be no surprises when we ship, right? There'll be so many people that have had a chance to look at the main elements, and of course we won't give away all the spoilers. We'll be careful to hold things back so we don't ruin the experience. But the main functions and the graphics and the sound and the music, etc. They'll be able to touch it and sense it and smell it.
Yeah, if you think about the loop that you had, that kind of feedback loop with the customer before, as an independent developer, you're pretty much working in a box for 2 years, or 2 or 3 years, whatever your production cycle is, and you have some general things that you think are going to be good, and you're testing it amongst your team, and you're getting some focus testing at the end. But for the most part, it's this kind of mythical audience of 500,000 people out there that are going to buy your game, and you hope it's good. And if you're lucky, then you get to make a sequel on it, and you get feedback from that first one so that you can kind of craft it into the next one. Well, with this funding model, we're able to get a lot of that information up front and check it along the way just to make sure that we're staying course.
No, I think it's much more efficient. It's much more connected, and I mean what you guys are experiencing is same deal for me. I mean, I remember that you had to literally hope that you'd got all the features onto the disk and you didn't have to patch anything, because in the old days, if you actually released something and it didn't work and you had to patch it, it was a disaster. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, nowadays, at least with the internet, you can patch it pretty quickly. But definitely, it's something that I think's a really great model to do. So on Wasteland 2, what's the sort of next milestone that's going to come out after you guys just did when's the alpha, the beta?
So we're not really. We're pretty much tracking towards us getting 100% of the features complete in the game. We're taking a little bit of a different production process on this, as opposed to very strict alpha milestone, very strict beta milestone. We're taking our features up to a high level early. So it's a little bit more, I would say, agile, where anything that we work on, we want to make sure that not only is it functional, but it's functional and all the base elements of it are working well, right? The feedback loop is there. We're